We will now continue live recording the public comment session. As a reminder, your recorded comments will be distributed to the MTA board and will be posted to our board meeting web page and YouTube channel. The next speaker is Carl Pereira, followed by Charlton D'Souza.
Good morning. My name is Carl Pereira, and today I'm representing the Our Neighbors Civic Association of Ozone Park, and I'm the Transportation Committee Chair. I'm here today to speak about the promotional transfer policy for the Queens Bus Network redesign. This policy was proposed May 28th at the Finance Committee board meeting, and it went into effect on June 29th at the first phase of the Queens Bus redesign, and it's supposedly going to be into effect till January 2026 to make it MTA to make some type of determination of where to put in three-legged transfers. This policy is a great policy, but it's not being advertised anywhere on the MTA website at all, not even on the Queens Bus Redesign website. On the buses, there's no signs, there's no announcements. This policy needs to be made public. People need to see this policy and start using it, because it would increase ridership on buses and give people more methodologies to get to their destinations faster. Let me give you an example. I heard there's long lines in the PM rush hours at Queen in Elmhurst at the Q11 bus stop, because now the Q11 was extended to Lindenwood, Howard Beach. So a lot of those riders are taking the local Q11. If they knew they could get a second transfer from the subway, they could take the Q52 and 53, a limited stop route, which is much faster. They could get off at Liberty Avenue, and then they could change for the Q11 and also to the Q41 at that point to take them to Howard Beach. So this is how this type of transfer policy, if it's advertised, it's going to increase. It's going to increase speeds for people, and it's going to increase ridership. Like on the Q51, if some of those ridership on the Q4 in Eastern Queens knew about the second transfer, they might want to take the A train to downtown Manhattan instead of going to Jamaica to take the J train. So this policy needs to be advertised on the MTA website, and it needs to be announced on the buses, including signs, and displayed for everyone. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.
Thank you. Our next speaker is Charlton D'Souza, followed by Michael Ortiz.
Good morning. My name is Charlton D'Souza. I'm the president of Passengers United. And yet again, we were bumped all the way to the back in the overflow room. This is getting a bit ridiculous. I'm going to speak to my attorney about this. So we want the promotional transfer kept for the Queens Bus redesign. That needs to be kept within the fare increase. And again, so you guys want to get rid of coins on buses. That is a shame. Our seniors cannot afford $5 for an Omni card, only for them to be disadvantaged and disenfranchised. We need coin payment kept on all buses. We do not support the fare increase. And furthermore, fare inspectors should not be able to take someone's bank card and tap it on a device. We don't know if that device has been compromised, and what is the security and safety of that device, and who is taking this data, and what is it being used for. Again, that needs to be investigated. And again, we're just not happy with the service cuts with the Queens Bus redesign. The Queens Bus redesign service cuts has destroyed our livelihoods. We are waiting in some cases, 35 to 40 minutes for a bus, only to do another 40-minute trip. You guys are not filling the runs. In some cases, buses are not stopping at the stops. There's been confusion. A lot of drivers don't even know the routes. We have a lot of new drivers who were lost. The whole thing is ridiculous, and no updates or service detours are being posted on the NYC Twitter account or on the MTA's website. We deserve better than this, really, and it's going to take a lawsuit and our 12 plaintiffs to get something done, but we are going to get it done. Again, shame on the MTA for what they've done to our communities. It's disgusting.
Our next speaker is Michael Ortiz, followed by Andy Pollock.
Good morning, everyone. I just want to make one thing clear about the R211 assignments. Right now, we are seeing them on the B line as more debut on the B line. We are wanting more drones to be on the Brighton line, as we have been seeing a lot of subway surfers on top of those B trains, those brand new B trains that are currently in service right now. On top of that, you all want to raise the fare to $3, which what is that going to do? It's just going to force more people off of transit and into cars, which is going to cause more traffic and more pollution. This is not the way to go. Raising the fare to $3 will do more harm than good, as that's going to cause more people to evade the fare. They're going to go into cars as well as find alternate ways of transportation. We want more people to use mass transit. And the only way we're going to do that is if we start encouraging people to start using mass transit instead of driving cars. Right now, the only way we're going to do that is to keep the fare at $2.90, not at $3. $3 is a unaffordable fare. $2.90 is enough as New Yorkers pay. $2.90 is as unaffordable as it is. So if you want to raise the fare, you have to think again, because there is no way you're going to raise the fare to $3 just to ride the subway or to take a bus. So that's all I have to say for now. And please do not raise the fare to $3. And reduced fare customers like myself will also have to pay more. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Our final speaker is Andy Pollock.
Good morning, everyone. This is Andy Pollock from Passengers United. So let's talk about the Queens Bus Network redesign. And you might have heard somebody saying earlier that it was so far a success. Well, not really, because from my experiences this summer, back in August, the old bus stop at Union Turnpike and 258th Street on the Q46, I saw an elderly gentleman waiting right by the Catholic school. And guess what? Obviously, because there was no proper notification that the bus stop was eliminated on June 29th, the elderly gentleman did not realize that he had to go to 260th Street. So this is clear-cut discrimination against disabled people and senior citizens, especially Queens has the most amount of people in any of the 5 boroughs that are 65 and older. And believe me, if it takes a federal lawsuit to get the bus stops reinstated, we can definitely do that, because this is a violation of the Civil Rights Act of 1964. So I'm just going to say this. If Justice John Roberts is listening to this, we hope to see you guys in federal court in June next year, because we are going to get these bus stops reinstated next summer. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you for your participation and comment. This concludes the public comment session.